I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I just waited for the mailman to show up so I could get my paper check in the mail that I've been waiting for weeks. So I could come to the bank and deposit it. But because I have negative money in my account, I'm only going to get like a little bit of it because like I can only access $100 for the first day. So I'm probably going to have like $60 today. I haven't gone grocery shopping in probably a month. We have like no food to eat for dinner except for like mac and cheese and ramen. I have $300 electric bill that's overdue. My phone bill's overdue. I just gave my husband my last paycheck from last week so we could pay the mortgage 2 weeks late. And in 10 days or 11 days, the mortgage for next month is due. So it's like this paycheck isn't even like, why do I even have it? Like they might as well take my paycheck and just send it to all my bills. Like what's the point in me even getting my paycheck? It's like annoying. Like I'm not going to see it anyway. Not only that, but in like 3 weeks, I have to pay for summer camp because school's almost over. So it's like, that's another $700-800 that I have to come up with to pay for summer camp. And if I don't pay for summer camp, guess who can't work because their kid is going to be at home with them? Me. So obviously that's going to be like a major to-do. Like I can't not pay summer camp. Not only do I have a personal loan and medical bills up the wazoo, like literally I have like a bill for like $3,000 from the hospital. I have like an $8,000 personal loan that was a consolidation loan from like a bunch of loans that I had. I haven't paid them in like 7 months. I owe them so much money. They call me like twice a day, dude. Like collections calls, and all I'm doing every day is doing my best. And I literally can't get ahead. Like I can't get ahead. I wake up and I fucking work. And these people are after me for money. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally trying my best. What do you want from me? I have side gigs here and there, like OF. Once in a while, I'll make like $60. But like, that's not really consistent. And like, I'm a painter. Like, I have a ladder in the back of my car. I'm a painter, right? So like, today, I literally didn't have enough tools to do my job. And I was like, I can't do this right now. Like, I don't have the fucking shit that I need for my job. Like, I can't even fucking work, dude. Like, I'm so stressed. I literally can't. I can't fucking do this.
It's so expensive not to be rich, and I was raised very financially privileged. My mom had a good job. My dad stayed home and raised the kids. They didn't have to pay for childcare, like all of that sort of thing. But I am not as financially secure as my parents were, and so I'm living paycheck to paycheck. My payday is today, so of course I'm going through my bank account, making sure that like everything's ready for me to transfer money where it needs to go and pay the bills that I have. And I saw that there was an incorrect charge on my account, which led to an overdraft fee. And so when you don't have the money for simple mistakes like that to be happening, you're just in this endless loop of wasting your time and wasting money because you're paying for things that you didn't necessarily make a mistake on. And it just is crazy to me that rich people don't have to deal with this because they don't have to worry about if they have a minimum balance in their checking account. They don't have to worry about an overdraft fee because that's never going to happen. If a mistake happens, they'll get compensated, they'll get the refund, no sweat off their back. Maybe there is some time wasted having to like process and request a refund to be made. But when you're so tight with your time and tight with your money, anything that goes off of the plan, any deviation from it, throws a wrench in the whole entire system and ecosystem that you've created for yourself or have to deal with for yourself.
When I think about it, I'm not poor, but I live paycheck to paycheck. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I have money, but not like enough. You know what I mean? Because by the time I do have money, it's the next bill. It's the next month. And I have to pay my bills. So, I'm low-key poor. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know if this is going to make sense, but as a PA, I refuse to believe that I don't make enough money to live comfortably in this economy. But also, I don't really know if I can afford to work or afford not to work. Can I explain something to you for a second? Like, okay, so we are about to move to North Carolina. I'm about to have our second baby. So I am obviously going to have to like leave my job and take some sort of maternity leave. But it's just a matter of if like I'm going to find another job after, because we have one kid in daycare right now. We spend about $420 a week on childcare. I feel like already we're living paycheck to paycheck. So really my only option is, okay, I can get a job and work full time. Like right now I work 3.5 days a week, but I still make 6 figures. Like I really did think making 6 figures, like I wouldn't be struggling. I wouldn't be doing like paycheck to paycheck situation, like constantly trying to figure out how to minimize our spending, which like I've always been into, but like I really just felt like I would be way more comfortable than I am right now. Like the only way for me to work and have my kids in daycare, because they have to be in daycare full time per like all these daycares that we've looked into, would be if I was working full time. That's the only way I could afford that. Or do I stay home? But also like I love working, and like who's gonna watch the kids, you know? But also like I don't want to take my kid, my older one, out of school because she like loves it so much, and she's so, I feel like, advanced. Like she's really just doing so well. And my husband makes an income. He's a surgical resident, so he doesn't make that much. He makes 5 figures, but and like I know it will be different several years down the line, just like a combination of his income plus, you know, like the kids being in like maybe public school. There's no way we could afford, like I could alone afford our mortgage, which is $1,400 a month, gas, groceries, 2 kids in daycare, just for me to obviously like work. Like my income would never cover that. Max our HSA and Roth, and we do have personal retirement, but we also have like school loans, and like we don't even pay on my husband's loans yet because we don't have to till next year. But those are gonna literally be like $3,000 a month. And right now we pay like $1,300 a month probably for my school loans, but it's at 1.6%. So like there's really no motivation to pay them off more. When I graduated, I worked for a couple of years and like grinded and like paid a huge amount off and then just refinanced. I came out of school with like $200,000+ of debt. Don't recommend. So anyways, 5-10 years ago, I never thought like being like a dual income family, 2 kids, that I would be struggling so much paycheck to paycheck. And we are not frivolous spenders. I literally talk on my account all the time about like ways to save money, ways that we're budgeting. Like we don't spend a lot in groceries. Even my husband has like a stipend for food at work. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Does anyone else feel like that? Like, is 6 figures the new 60K? And that's really just that's not enough in this economy.
Paycheck to paycheck living is super stressful, and you know what? Monthly budgeting is really hard. That's a bad combination for us. So what I recommend is for you to try planning paycheck to paycheck. And that means a couple days before each paycheck, you're going to sit down and really purposely plan where every dollar is going to go. And when you start to build this cadence, you start to build traction. And that traction often leads to us getting out of that paycheck to paycheck cycle. And I've put a tool together for you, and it's free. And all you have to do is go to the link in the comments because I want to help you reach your money goals.